up, the squad? It's Cess, your favorite auntie and uncle tendencies in the building. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Check ball. We up. What's happening? Miracle Rider. What's happening, fam? What is the word? How goes things this morning? How goes things this morning? Keisha Posey, what's happening? Green Thumb, what's up? Lisa Pugh, what's happening? Okay, let me see. I got some announcements. Apologies for yesterday. We didn't get Say Less Me More up yesterday. Just to shake my hand out the country. We do got Now What today. Be on the lookout. HD will be up with his 5 most Pillsbury-ish moments of the dub season so far. 5 most Pillsbury-ish moments. The CC show. I'm on the hunt for Coach Coleman. As soon as I hear from Coach Coleman, I'll give y'all an update. I'm hoping that all is well with him. Haven't heard from him in a couple of days, so hoping that all is well with him. We got Vegas and Dallas coming up tonight. Come hang out with me and Splash Squad for the Vegas Dallas game tonight. That should be fun. Cess Talk Sports is speaking with analyst, Political Lil from Poly Sports Tea Time, and the commissioner from Baseline Brunch will be talking with a class from Mesa Community College tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. I got a special interview coming up this week, so y'all be on the lookout. I've been in and out trying to get healthy, but figuring stuff out too. So be on the lookout. Hit the like, hit the share. They both right there. Let's run it up. Kid Gemini coming in here. Respect to you. You gave me a whooping in fantasy hoops, didn't you? I think you just gave me a whooping. I was fighting for my life. I didn't have enough games. It was terrible. Congratulations. Charles Billings, what's happening? Living Best Life, what's up? Kendra, what's up? Come on, y'all, let's talk some hoops. Let's talk some hoops. Let's get in here and talk some hoops. It's Monday. Let's get the week started. Let me say this first. One thing I don't like is, especially if I'm up live with something that's going on, don't come looking for me afterwards with comments on the video. That come holler at me. You see, I'm up live enough. I've been in and out a little bit these last few days, but I'm up live enough for you to come get at me. So when you come on my page and ask me shit like, I'm gonna just deal with this first, and then we'll get into all the rest of the stuff. But ask me shit like, what do Cess got to say about Olivia Miles now? The same shit I've been saying. Body of a 12-year-old boy, don't have the defensive skill set to be able to stop the big guards it takes for her to stop to be able to get to a chip. Ain't none of that change. Ain't none of that change. And I know y'all gonna be like, oh, Cess, she was cooking. Yep. She cooked right to an L. See, what we're not gonna do is have revisionist history. The one thing that I said about Olivia Miles from the first time I saw her is she has a offensive skill set that translates easily to the WNBA. When she was at Notre Dame, I said, Olivia, take your ass back to college, get in the weight room, and get you a defensive trainer. She didn't do none of that shit. Did she have a good game on Sunday? When did we play? I don't want to get that right. Saturday. Did she have a good game? Sure she did. But the end of that stat line ended in an L. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all understand what I'm saying? Talk back to me. If I ain't making no sense, chat fam, let me know. Let me know if what I'm saying makes sense. One thing about my platform, you can go back, Cam, Brink, who else? It's a few of them. I said, hey, I didn't like them. I didn't know how they was gonna translate. And if they translate, I come up and let y'all know, hey, I was wrong. I love to come back and say I was wrong about a player, and they really doing their thing, because that means that's one more baller in women's hoops. But what we ain't gonna do is have revisionist history around here about the shit that I say. I said what I said, and I'm standing on that until she shows me something different. I didn't even want to talk about the turnovers, but just Defense, strength. When it came down time to stop any one of our guards that we needed her to stop, that they would have needed her to stop, could she stop them? Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray. Oh man, y'all been hitting me up too with the stat line, with the stat line, with the stat line, with the stat line. Y'all forget. I'm here for the chips. I'm here for the chips. So when I'm talking about players and I'm making assessments about players, it is with that understanding. I'm here for the chips. Can that get you to a chip? No. I know everybody. She was cooking. She was cooking. She had a good game. Great offensive game. When people are like, you ain't scared? No. Nope. Because what I saw at the end of that game was Becky didn't have Jackie check Olivia that much in the game. Kennedy played by 8 minutes. Dana Evans also was missing, but I don't even want to. I don't know how far off Dana is. We still look like we're still installing our defense. But y'all know what I saw at the end of that game? At the end of that game, Asia is still mother. And I don't know if you're like, oh, mother, I love you. If you like, motherfucker, she got us again. I don't know, but she's still mother. Still mother. Did y'all see Asia go win that game with a defensive stop and an offensive score? Or am I tripping? Talk to me. Let's talk hoops. Y'all woke this morning. Let me know what y'all drinking on. Come on. What y'all drinking on? Put it in the chat. What's happening? Vibing with Ty. What's up? Michelle Sessions. What's happening? All people look at are her offensive numbers, turnover machine. Wait a minute. Let me see. You said you had some injuries too. Yeah. Hey, Paige, Morrow, you got some good pickups. I got to dump somebody. I just don't know. I hate to let Raven go, but it doesn't look like they're gonna let Raven play enough for her to be great in my fantasy. I gotta look at who I think I got Kiki on. Kiki and Dejanay was on IR this week. So eventually League will catch up with Olivia's game, just like they did college. Legacy, Woodwork, Restoration. What's happening? Offensive player. She scored on all the bets, but she didn't stop or slow any of them either. No. And she had some good ones. She had some good layups in there off Asia. Like, hey, come on, lock in. Yeah, they did. Protein coffee. I knew it. Let's go. Miss Devin, what's happening? So yeah, when it was time to go close, it was like, go close. And everybody was like, I don't know. Was you nervous? No. Listen, first of all, you got to play 40 minutes. 40 minutes. 40. 4-0. Got to play 40 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. And some of these people who been coming at me in my DMs and the comments and shit. Listen, maybe y'all are new to the platform. Please go back and watch the Camilla 1.1 second 3-point shot. I don't rattle. I'm with my team to the buzzer sound. And if we don't deserve to win, I don't mind saying, hey, you know what? We ain't doing enough. Okay, got a ginger ale. Okay, is it like Canada Dry? Is it a Verner's? What kind of ginger ale? It matter here in Michigan. Here in Michigan, there's Verner's, and then there's all the rest of that shit. So let me know, Lisa Pugh. They get real particular up here. You better not come back with a Canada Dry in Detroit. It'll be a problem. Ginger ale and Verner's mean the same damn thing here. Okay, let me know. Okay, it was some shit going on I missed though, fam. Catch me up. Now, what the fuck is Izzy problem? What the fuck is Izzy's problem? What's up with her and Angel? Why she slamming Angel all on the ground and shit like that? What's going on here? And then I seen a little something with Mayberry. Mayberry, who was that? Who was I seeing with Mayberry? Don't make me tell no lie. Hold on. What is going on? Oh, Canada Dry. Okay, it's Canada Dry. Where you at? Okay. I think burners is a very deep Michigan thing. I think it's a Michigan. It's a very Michigan, maybe Midwest, but very Michigan. What I know. Yeah, I didn't understand. So here's the thing. I wasn't watching the game, so I wasn't seeing a build up. Somebody explained to me, was it chippy between the two of them? Diamond Miller. Okay, so now Diamond Miller and Mabry. What the hell was that about? Uh Now, and in both situations, was it just chippy between the two in the game and the refs didn't calm it down and it ended up in some bullshit or what's happening here? Smalls the one, what's up? Yeah, I didn't understand. The Queen Aces are walking through the chip. No team this season has a chance. Does anyone say different? They don't know basketball. Clearly never played. Protect the youth. What's up? I got Asia as the MVP. Who y'all got as the MVP? Let's talk about that too. They say Izzy was going to Angel all game, and the refs didn't calm it down. Okay. It was chippy the whole game when Angel. The refs did nothing until they ejected Izzy. Okay. I thought I thought they was cool. I thought everybody played on the same damn team. It was all cool just a week ago. I don't know. Hey, y'all make sure y'all get your all-star votes in. Matter of fact, let me pull mine up because I ain't getting my vote. Hold on. Well, I'm telling y'all, make sure you get your souls to the polls. Get your souls to these polls on these all-star votes now for playing. You voting every day till June 27th, okay? Every day. Every day. Izzy was on some foolishness. Oh, okay. Izzy was on the foolishness. All right. Is the Commissioner Cup feeling like a playoff race all of a sudden? Playoff position in a little bit? Vegas looking at everybody like, oh, y'all forgot who been here before? Y'all forgot about us? Stop playing. Minnesota got their first punch. That loss for Minnesota, was that a problem, a lesson, or what I think was just grown folks basketball? What y'all think? Maybe and Diamond happened towards the end of the game. Okay. So maybe some chippiness back and forth between them in the game. I don't know. New York, like, hey, while y'all trying to figure it out, we didn't already booked our seat. Liberty to the Cup Finals. Is that right? Now, Kelsey and Cobb both went for 40 at least. Twin, Shake upon the dime. What's up, man? Where you been at, fam? Good to see you in the chat. What's the word? What's the word? How you been? So I got a surprise, y'all. Today, I'm gonna talk about something that I don't usually talk about on this platform, but because it was an article about it, let's talk about it. And that's the referees. So I saw an article about this whistle that they're giving in the dub right now. The fouls, the texts, this freedom of movement, this bullshit frustration. It's causing a lot of frustration. Asia's the MVP, Canada dry. Izzy lacked mental fortitude and disadvantaged our team. I don't see the Mabry incident. Nope, Commissioner's Cup isn't foretelling. Finals will be Aces versus Dream. Oh, I don't got Atlanta getting there. I don't have Atlanta getting to the finals. But I never had Atlanta in the finals. But I'm interested as to why you have Atlanta in the finals, Green Thumb. Let me know. Says someone show a picture of Cloud hugging Angel during Unrivaled. So that's what Izzy was mad about. God, got to be able to do better. Been staying consistent on comedy sketch lately, but always been leaving a like as I rock with the twin. Twin, I've been seeing you over there. Hey, listen, I've been seeing you over there. I pop through and get a likes when I can over there on the Instagram, fam. I've been checking you out. You've been staying consistent now. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. But I don't usually talk whistles, but I found the article. So we're going to talk about the whistle. It's become a fucking character, it looked like this season. So the league was supposed to address rough play. Okay, whatever. I didn't think it was too rough anyway, but whatever. But it was one of the loudest conversations around the league last year. Physicality, missed calls, injuries, our players being protected. So they created this officiating task force. Now, who's on the task force? I don't exactly know, but it's supposedly made up of coaches and general managers being involved. So they review the plays. They talk about the line between aggressive legal play and rough illegal play. And it's not supposed to be new rules. It's supposed to be stricter enforcement of existing guidelines. June Brown, what's happening? Freedom of movement, defensive 3 seconds, offensive 3 seconds, contact no jump shots, reckless closeouts. And basically the league is saying we want the game open. Players rewarded for getting to spots first. Less grabbing, less holding, less lane clogging. Less, like what they're saying, roughness disguises toughness. So I get it on paper, right? I understand. But in theory, supporting player, support protecting the players, that's the right thing to do. But on the floor, the adjustment has been fucked up. That's the problem. The way that they're adjusting to make this new freedom of movement shit work is fucked up. Personal fouls is up, free throws is up, games is longer, technical fouls way up. It's like they're funding the the cut that they got to get the players through the technical foul fucking fees and fine assessment shit. It used to be in the dub, the whistle was loose early, play, do what you do, and as the game got longer later in the game, the whistles got tighter. Now players and coaches are trying to figure out what the hell the whistle is on a nightly basis, and that's fucked up. Nobody wants a non-contact league. Basketball is contact, right? Post play is contact. Screens, you're going to touch somebody. Drive, you're going to touch somebody. Finish through contact. Closeouts, contact. People act like this is a non-contact sport. It is very much a contact sport. Physicality is part of this, is part of the sport. But it's a difference between physical and reckless. So, and then the difference between strong defense and grabbing because you got beat. A hard contest and invading a shooter's landing space. They got to be able to navigate this shit. And it's too subjective right now for me. You can fight for a position, but you also can't camp in the lane until the bodies start crashing. Just find the fucking balance. So this is what the league said they cleaning up, but to me, they blurred the line even more. I expect Atlanta to make it to the second round this year, and I believe that they can unlock an extra push in them, and ultimately it's the entertainment I want. I got you. Okay. Is that just the addition of Bree Jones getting healthy, or what helps them make that push? I just don't think that they have enough, and I don't think they've figured out the point guard situation to be able to get to the finals this season. Fresh Sean, what's happening, fam? The refs being inconsistent and biased against the defensive players, trying to hand the game to the offensive only players. That's some bullshit. Lo, what's up? Alonzo, what's happening? We know that, listen, everybody, players, coaches, fans, we all can adjust to a fucking tight whistle. But what we can adjust to is an unpredictable whistle. And that's where the fuck the game get messy at. If the first quarter is called one way and then the fourth quarter is called the total opposite, now everybody pissed off. If one team is getting touch fouls and the other team getting body through action, no, everybody's pissed off. The emotional reactions that are getting technicals right now is really what raised my eyebrow, got my spidey senses tingling. And I might stay right there for a minute. So this is probably the disparity that bothers me the most. First of all, don't take the fun part of the game out. The trash talk, the celebrating, as long as it's basketball, belongs in the game. Man, if I come down the court and I hit you with the bop and break your ankles and you fall out, yeah, I should be able to scream on that, point on that, laugh on that. Let's have some fun on that. Don't get your feelings hurt about that. Get your ass up and get back on defense on that. Come down here and give me yours. Where yours at? That's the fun part of sports. That makes it fun. I like that shit. But when you let players like Angel Reese, I want to say Angel, yeah, and y'all put some other names here, Paige Beckers, get text for clapping after a play, screaming on somebody after a play. But you have players like Caitlin Clark verbally assault a referee to their face and not get even a blink, a warning. Hey, don't let that happen again, type thing. Got a problem. Got a problem with that. First of all, that whining and that berating and that fucking verbal tantrum that she throws at refs every fucking game is so tiresome and old and fucking lame. And a distraction to the good basketball that's being played. I need them to tighten that up immediately. And I know she got a tech recently, and so what? I don't want to hear that shit. I'm with you, Paula. You gonna give me a tech for too small? You gonna give me a tech for clapping? You gonna give me a tech because I just took your ass from one end of the court to the other end of the court and laid you up beautiful? Man, please. I should scream on that. You should hear about that. I don't know who it was. Angel, shit, and I remember I meant to take a note of it. And if y'all noticed it, remind me. But was it? Let me see if I can. Let me look at this. See if I can look at who it was. But Angel and a player was kind of going back and forth. And this has happened to Angel a couple times where she didn't have to tell the ref, "Hey, come on, stay out of this. We all right. We just playing basketball and talking shit. This how we pass. This how we pass our time at the job. What you so sensitive about it for? I ain't saying shit to you. That's the other thing. Half the time, the shit that the refs be calling text on ain't even remotely directed towards them. Oh, waving off the ref while walking away. Okay, thank you. The referee is very, very inconsistent. Asia was getting hammered this season so far. Yeah, Asia get beat up every game. Anissa did too small to Asia. Nothing was said, but Angel did it. Brianna, they gave Angel a tech. Jackie, what's up, fam? Dream has to know this is Alicia Gray. That's the best way for the Dream to be successful. I agree, but they also got to figure out their point guard. Are you the only one to hit the like button? I don't know. Let's stop. Everybody right now. If you ain't hit the like and the share, they both right there. Hit them right now for me. Run the likes up. Run the likes up. Run the likes up.
Sorry, I didn't find a group or device named likes.
Look, even the device trying to be involved. Every day, it don't matter. Every time, at least once a day. Let me get back to these. I think, and I'm with you. The tech decision is ridiculous. Angel has 5 techs so far this season, and it's ridiculous. How many before you got to sit down? What's that? 2,500 that they made off Angel? Angel and Courtney had to tell refs. Yeah, Angel and Courtney, thank you. Andre, what's up? Post-game interview, Caitlin talking shit, calling ref by his name. Man, I got a problem with Indiana right now. I know you fucking lying situation with Indiana right now. Me and Indiana got beef, so I ain't been watching nothing. Miss Straight talk to you. What's happening? Angel Reese and Alyssa Smith, they were both telling the refs we cool. Damn, okay. That's a couple times she didn't had to do it this season. That's what I'm saying. Let basketball players play basketball. If the league is saying it's freedom of movement, then what they can't do is allow these offensive players, and I've been seeing it, initiate contact and get rewarded. Refereeing has to be consistent. Call the game the same on both ends. It can't be a foul going one way and then on the other end you forgot to put your whistle back in your mouth. That's bullshit. Free Raven. Free all my Gamecocks. You got beef with Indy also? Yeah, a straight beef right now. Let players know where the line is. And if it moves, say that. It's been 75 technical fouls called. 3 rescinded compared to 34 through the same point last season. Massive jump. But the league said the sportsmanship guidelines ain't changed. So if the sportsmanship guidelines ain't changed, but the text didn't double, either player frustration is exploding or the official tolerance has changed in practice. Or the game environment is creating more moments where emotions spill over. Maybe it's all three. Okay, I want to be fair. But the league keep telling us that officials get reviewed heavily and that every decision gets graded. Well, what's the grades? Tell us. Share the grades. Let's get transparent with the system. They said they got a system to review plays, ask officials about positioning, evaluate decisions, reward the highest ranked officials with postseason assignments, but they're not being used here. And that's what real accountability looks like. That's an accountability infrastructure, having all of that stuff. this accountability that's taking place behind closed doors, that ain't satisfying nothing. It's part of a disconnect, actually. And even if they're great and everything, we the one watching the product. And the players are paying the consequence. And it looked like they playing it at a clip 2 times as high as last year. Like they trying to recoup some of that money, seriously. But I'm tired of sitting through the delays. These games be longer than a motherfucker with all these reviews. Let's cut that out. What I don't want though is for and this is another reason why I just really don't talk refs is because I don't want people to stop trusting the whistle. Usually it balances out in the game. Because then if we stop trusting the whistle in the games, then every close game is going to be some conspiracy conversation, and that's not healthy for the WNBA. So and I know people will be like, we need better refs. Okay, that's part of it. But officiating basketball is hard. First of all, hire the refs full time. I'm not gonna go on my ref soapbox. I'm gonna leave that alone. But here's the thing. Here's I think, can the league clean up rough play without over officiating the product? Can players adjust without losing competitive edge? Are coaches gonna be able to teach discipline without feeling like the whistle is changing every night? And are officials going to be able to enforce freedom of movement without turning games into free throw exhibitions? Because WNBA offense is cooking right now at a fucking historic level. These teams are scoring. It's been exciting basketball, but when it take 180 minutes to watch 40 minutes of basketball, I'm tired. I'm wore out of that shit. Stoppages, the free throws, less rhythm. A bucket in a Florida game feels way different than a parade to the line. So skill levels rising, spacing is improving, players is more aggressive, and the whistle's contributing. And so this is why I don't know, we got to push back on that shit. What's the bigger issue, y'all? Is it too many fouls or not consistent enough? We got to think. Put it in chat for me. Too many fouls or the game's just not being called consistent enough? Let me see what y'all talking about. Do you think because Angel's a physical player, refs don't want to give her foul calls? I've been thinking about this since yesterday now. I'm not going to just say that about Angel. Ashley, I think it's something that Political Lil and I have talked about. We've talked about it. I just think that depending on your hue, you could be physical or you could be passionate. And it's unfortunate, but I do think that the black and brown women get a different type of whistle at times with the physicality. But it's something I understand is in the game. So 518. Cool. Shit, Angel got an attack before hitting the ball out of Izzy hands. Not for me. Shit. Too many fouls. I like physicality in WNBA. Please don't turn this to the NBA. They play hard, and that's what I love about the W. Yeah, me too. They pay these ladies to figure out a way to get some of the money back. Ain't that a bitch? That's crazy. Consistency, both. Freedom of movement only seems to benefit the guards. Very few post players get calls. You ain't lying about that. Player, well, yeah, if you call it consistently enough, I can adjust. Not consistent. Too many. I stopped watching some games because the whistle is dragging it to boredom. Snoozers. The way Angel was getting beat up and hacked by 2 players at a time and no fouls were called. I see the same with Asia. I see the same with Camilla. I see the same with Aaliyah. I hate them. I'm saying all Gamecocks because I though that's who I watch the most. Um, I see missed calls. I mean, I see missed calls. I see calls that shouldn't be calls. I see calls that should be just basketball plays. But in the end, it's all supposed to balance out. But in the end, what we get is a lot of the refs inserting themselves and become, like I said at the beginning of this thing, characters in the game. And the best ref, I should know your name. If I know your name, if I recognize you, if I know your number, that's a bad thing to me. A good ref should fit in the flow of the game. You shouldn't stick out. I should know your hairstyle. I should know the calls that you tend to make. That to me that leans bias. Um, that leans bias for me, and then you just don't need that in officiating. Um, and some of it is an unconscious bias, but some of it is very very conscious bias that they have against some of these players. Maybe it's just part of human nature. I don't know, but because these referees have ref at all different levels. Some of them we've seen them in reference some of these young ladies since they played in the SEC. So some of these relationships are not relationships, or love hate type relationships go back to college. Too many files. Every time I look up, it's a file. Every time I look up, it's a goddamn review. I'm sick of that. Every time somebody twirl their finger, I just want to break it. Never forget how Plum played against the Aces. Her energy in that game was crazy. Chris, what's happening, fam? Good to see you in the chat. Camilla has an awful whistle. Reeves telling Miles to quit mocking Asia when she fouled her. Oh, I missed that part. Don't poke the bear. Big Mo, what's happening? G Monroe, what's happening? Emily, what's up? Emily, what's happening? That's the first time I seen Ryan ran the Angel 1.2 seconds when Izzy did what she did. I don't watch Ryan enough. You mean like help her up or what? As far as like supporting another teammate, and then are you saying that like specifically with like Ryan and Angel, or like with Ryan supporting her other teammates in general? No consistency. The only thing I noticed, most of the refs start calling a lot of fouls in the fourth quarter. I know that there are certain egregious calls that should be reviewed. I get that part, but I don't think it's the number of calls that we're reviewing right now, right? And I appreciate the players who, when the coaches is like, should we review? They like, hell no, I fucked that up. I appreciate that. But if some of them out here twirling their finger and they know the ball was off them, they know they fouled that lady, and they still twirling their fingers, wasting our time. I wish that reviews happen with like, I don't know, a red light pop on at the goddamn officiating table, where they score official scorers table, and they sound the horn and stop the game. And Secaucus, well, it ain't Secaucus because it probably is Secaucus because the NBA is in charge of this shit too. But whoever call and say, hey, that was this, stop the game, fix that. Other than that, we got enough in real time type shit where I would take a chance on that person. Not anybody that's in the game, because sometimes the refs get down there and they in their feelings. They want to be right, or shit. The last 3 calls I made, they got challenged, got turned over because I made the wrong call. Like all of this shit is tracked or supposedly. So I get it, but let's take the emotion out of it. Let's just have a neutral referee send some play at the crib. It don't matter. Hit the button, red, light it up, red. Call the play, change it, move on. But let's not keep fucking doing this shit all game. Supporting Angel. Desi Will, what's up? Yeah, looking forward to tonight's Aces versus Wings. Y'all pull up and hang out with me and Splash Squad for Aces Wings tonight. Looking forward to that game. Looking forward. Is Paige back tonight? If she just resting up? I mean, managing her injury so she could play? Let me know. They had to restrain Angel after Isabel did that flagrant 2 foul on her. It was awful, and I was afraid for her. Why you was afraid? Tell me why you were afraid for Angel. Talk to me about being afraid for Angel. I want to understand that. I just want to watch WNBA without foul calls every second. Yeah, I agree. I'm good. Best channel YouTube when it comes to college and WNBA basketball. I learned a lot over the years. Chris, I appreciate the support over the years, fam. My UK fam. Yeah, talk to me about Angel being scared. Scared of what? Or scared for what, I should say. Scared for what? Yeah, I want to know about that. Talk to me about being scared for Angel. Like, not that I condone fighting in the game, but I understand that fights break out. Understand fights break out. I understand fights break out in this league. Fights have always broken out in this league. They happen. It's unfortunate. You move on from it. But I don't think that any, I want to know what you mean by you were scared for her, because I don't. No player should be out there scared at their job. You know what I'm saying? This WNBA season has disappointed me. There have been very few amazing games this season. Hope the Aces and Wings is a good one. Really, you haven't seen no good games? What games you watched, Ashley? Angel was crying. It seemed like Angel had her fist. Okay, yes, you get so mad you want to fire on somebody. Yeah, especially if it's been brought. That's why I asked, was it chippy all game between the two? That's why I asked that. I'm probably going to have to cut this part out. But, listen, this stuff happens. Do y'all remember this? Yeah, I don't know. Do y'all remember this? This was like, I don't know, 20 years ago? Somebody, I don't know. Tell me, do y'all remember this? Do y'all remember this? I'm loving the dub this year. Tell me, do y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? Y'all might not know who Marie Ferdinand is and everything. Y'all remember this? That's Candace. Y'all remember this? It get physical out here sometimes. It get physical out here. Temperance flare. And it's crazy because Cheryl Ford, I think that Cheryl Ford is down right there that got hurt in the scuffle. Y'all remember this? I say all of that to say this kind of stuff happens. Yeah, that is Cheryl. And I'm not saying anybody should be fighting, but I show that more to say the league has survived worse. Stop trying to take the fun part out of this thing. Isabel took her down by her neck and face and pulled her down and slammed her to the floor on her back, and I could tell her neck and back, and we all know she dealt with back issues last season. Yeah. And so, but think about that. You at your job, you doing your job. It could be physical, whatever it is, but then somebody crossed the line and throw you down on your neck and your back. You may respond jumping up with your fist balled up at first. Now we hope that you catch yourself, compose yourself, don't let it go too far. But I want people to quit acting like this hasn't been a physical league and we haven't seen altercations and stuff happen here. At the end of the day, it's a competitive sport. These are competitors, some of the most fiercest competitors in the world. This is why I asked how had they been officiating the game. She fired on Rick Mahorn. I see you had a player fire on Rick Mahorn in the in this coach got fired on. And I'm not gonna stay right there. I'm not gonna stay there for the rest of the show. But I just say like, yo, let the physicality be. We and manage it. Don't let it get chippy. You don't get to those type of points. You don't get to Angel being slammed down by her neck and her back if you officiate appropriately and consistently throughout the game. And if you have been doing that throughout the season, it will show better. The dub was way more physical back then if people really watch. Nick, shh, don't tell them. Way more physical. Okay. I'm old enough to remember the start of the dub and its predecessor, so I probably tolerate more physicality. I appreciate it. I played with physical. When I played, it was physical. We talked trash. I'm about to get to my spot. Oh, watch. Oh. Left you. You understand? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Finish through the contact. Give you a little extra bang. If you was crappy, sit down in your stance, sit down in your stance in the post, and then grab the back of their knee, right? So they can't go nowhere. Never mind. The Dream really need a point guard. They got one. With Chippy y'all game, Izzy was feeling herself because she was playing, which is cool. But I believe she let Angel get in her head, and at the end she lost her cool and lost the game. So you felt like Izzy lost him the game. Okay, talk to me about that. Angel did good. She got herself together and came back and got her double. Yeah, you supposed to take a minute, straighten your crown, get the fuck on. Asia getting clothesline by Joe. I wish they would play Pow Pow. I wish they would play Pow Pow. JJ. Okay, I'm like, Joe, who's Joe? Joe Mama, what's happening? I don't know. Let's talk some receipts real quick. My Aces, I think we got 6 straight wins. 5-1 cup play. Still got to get our defense together. But we dangerous and getting louder. Minnesota, 10-3 overall. They who they are. In the playoffs, but not untouchable. 7 straight wins for New York. East Cup spot clinched. Stewart's career high 7 blocks. Did y'all see Stewie out there getting them blocked? God damn, Stewie. Stewie was like, get that shit out of here. Not today. JJ had a second half takeover. Sabrina's back, but that didn't matter. They got to work on their chemistry. They're a scary team, and they still adding pieces back. Indiana, they don't win 3 straight games, but they got 4 straight games where they gave up double-digit leads. Tech's late game emotions still part of the story. I seen they coach talking about it. Ain't no issues in the locker room, blaming it on social media and shit. That ain't a good look. I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest. Izzy was giving Angel work in the first half though. Just saying. Really? Okay. I'm so proud of Angel. She did not get proper calls from the refs the entire game. People were talking about her crying. Those tears, in my opinion, was her using restraint. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't take the crying as a weakness, but I hear what you're saying. She was so fucking mad she was crying. I don't know what the fuck Ashley talking about. Dub has been off the chain this season. I've said this though. I really hated seeing Angel cry though. I love Angel and her talking shit, but you can't cry if another player takes offense and goes too far. Some people cry when they mad. I ain't gonna tell nobody what their emotions should be. I don't get into all that shit. I don't get into all that shit. Just cause she was mad and crying don't mean that she gonna smack the shit out of you. So I don't know. I just see some people crying mad as fuck and choke the shit out of a motherfucker. So I take the tears how you will. Eleanor Troy, what's happening? It's like they put Pow in after 2 minutes and her shots don't fall and takes her right out. Let her learn through her mistakes. They was letting her play a little bit more. Agreeing with Nick. I want to know why everybody taking about everybody else, and I'm not hearing much about Asia Wilson having another MVP type season. I'm always talking about that. I crowned her the MVP already. It'll be a tougher schedule either in the middle or the end. It ain't gonna stay soft the whole time. Lynn Turner, see what's happening. Black Thrashing, what's happening? Yeah, I don't know. People may take it as a sign of weakness. Indy needs to play Raven more. Well, it's not just Raven that they need to play more. Playing Raven more doesn't necessarily just fix what they got going on, Nick. They also have to convince Caitlin to stay off the ball. And then they also have to commit to, defense for 40 minutes. And more if the game goes to overtime. Yeah, that's right. That's where I feel like they're at. And you see what you say. Angel was frustrated because in the first half she was not effective, and it was getting in her head until Izzy did that foul in the third, and she went on a tear to get double. Okay, so it lit a fire under Angel. Okay. But I mean, you doing your job like a normal day, and somebody could walk up and slam you down on the ground, you might jump back up and forget where you at for a second too, or longer. But I do feel like the refs can play a role in those situations if they don't de-escalate. And sometimes it's just everybody get a tech warning, quit playing. You think Tahina's trying hard to be something she's not. When she comes in the game on this year looking to get her shot, I would like to see the coach have Izzy and Tahina play together. She trying to be something she's not as far as what, Ashley? I used to cry when I got mad when I was younger. People learned after a few incidents to leave me alone. I was quiet, not weak. See what I'm saying, Paula? My teachers say, the quiet ones, you don't know. You don't fuck with the unknown. You know what I'm saying? I'm more concerned about somebody that's just looking at me with tears coming down their eyes with they fist balled up than I am a motherfucker hollering and screaming and jumping all around. I'm gonna be a little bit more on guard for somebody just tears coming down with they fist balled up. My life has taught me to be a little bit more aware than the ones jumping all around making all them scenes and shit. Both players get nothing. It's totally on the refs. And they let it get out of hand instead of squashing it in the first quarter. Mm-hmm. Hey, anybody watch Kelsey Andrews in this U18? I am gonna do a Gamecocking show tomorrow night. But I was checking out Kelsey, so I thought I'd throw that out there too. What y'all thinking about Vegas Dallas this evening? You know that too in the chat. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let me see what else I need to talk about as far as receipts too while y'all telling me that. Kelsey Plum leading the league in scoring, shooting efficiency, and I think the Spark got what 3 straight. It ain't sustainable. I don't think it's sustainable. I think they're still too Kelsey, the offense, Plum dependent, and I'm side-eyeing them anyway because they got Gamecocks over there. They ain't playing. So it's a quarter of the way through the season, and teams that still ain't playing Gamecocks. They on my list. If you got a Gamecock and you ain't playing the Gamecock, I need a motherfucking explanation. Some of the game last night with Kelsey, it was a blowout as usual. That's what I was asking. Goodness gracious, is the rest of the world got any U18 talent? Because we've been blowing everything out. Let's see. Mercury. Kahleah Copper gave us 41-10, I think. The start. The Phoenix Mercury problem is this: they have talent moments, but they got team problems. They got bright spots in on the talent on their team, but as overall as a team, they got problems. Oh yeah, Vegas all the way, Big Mo. Lynx and Aces was a great game, and next game they'll be playing that defense all 4 quarters. Oh, Becky. Dallas Wings. Beckers, Shepard. Hey, they got their names on the award boards. They're in the conversations. PB5 brings some structure to their offense. AZ's coming along. They just got to keep proving this against the top teams in the league consistently, and they'll stay in the conversation. But I had Dallas in the playoffs. Vegas for the dub. Okay. But it seems like Tina is trying to run the offense. I didn't watch her a lot of South Carolina, but she doesn't seem like a point guard. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I probably have a different assessment. Tahina can score the ball, but I also think that Tahina is probably the most calming presence that comes on their floor to run the offense. So, yeah, I've probably seen a different game than you. I think that their offense runs way smoother when Tahina's on the floor compared to Jordan Canada. I would probably have that assessment about Jordan. I think Jordan is more of a slasher and a scorer than Tahina. But I also saw Tahina help run the offense at South Carolina, and then she went there and came back an extra year to show that she could run the offense and had Raven come off ball to show she could run an offense. So probably a different assessment than you actually, but okay. Portland Fire. Carla Lake. And this coach, man, my Dateline coach, man, they have helped build a clear identity. I think they're ahead of schedule, but I don't know if they had the consistency to make it. But a good fight they put up against a pageless Dallas Wings team. Y'all tell me in chat, which team are you buying more after this weekend? The Aces, the Liberty, the Lynx, Sparks, Fever, Wings, Fire. Yeah, G, I agree. How about definitely a point guard. That's why I said I have definitely a different assessment there. Papa is definitely a PG, definitely a PG. Can play the two, can shoot the three, improve her defense. Um, Powell's not really gonna turn the ball over. Uh, you let Papa get into a rhythm. She sees the floor well. Her time at South Carolina had her looking up the floor more. She definitely understands space and pace. Raven even talked about like being one of the things that Powell brought to her game, coming into South Carolina was helping her understand pace and space and when to go and when to kind of hold back. So that was my thinking. Aces, Lynx, Dream, Liberty. I don't know if I'm ready to call them off for it yet. Why does the coach keep taking Tina out? No idea actually. I don't know, but that's not the only question that I have for the coach as far as roster though. But I don't think it's because. What I'll say is I disagree with you that it's because Tahina is trying to be something that she's not. So I have no idea. So and I hope somebody asked the coach in the presser. But until then, I have no idea. But I don't believe it's because Tahina Pow is trying to be something that she's not. I've heard a lot of assessments about Pow, but that never. I don't even see Pow coming in and try to press the issue about her own self. No, matter of fact, I wish she would be more selfish at times. But I don't know. Aces, Lynx, Liberty, Sparks. Yeah, no, I don't have the Sparks in the top four right now either. Camilla LSU. What about Camilla LSU? Oh, you must be back some. You must be back some. Of course, we remember that. Feels like coach allows Izzy Borlays to be more free than Tahina. May just be more trust there. I don't know. I don't think that the coach plays Maddie enough with Angel. So it's a lot of questions that I have about like I said, about the Atlanta rotation. Articles about South Carolina's record sellout of their games and of the number of Gamecocks in the dub with pictures of Staley. People were nasty in the comments. I think that we do appreciate greatness. I think that people with money and agendas have figured out a way to be able to dominate algorithms. Whether that's with bots or even just paid people or ignorance, being able to come out and put ignorant comments and hateful comments on content, and then have people jump on board like it's the true narrative. Um, for all of the hate, for all of the hate that I see Dawn Staley, Big Drip, Coach Staley, for all of the hate that I see her get, somebody tell me the last time that y'all heard that like Drip went somewhere and they booed her. Besides LSU, right? Drip was out in public and somebody just was rude or disrespected her. Every place she goes, she gets love. They line up to get autographs. At in CLA, away from CLA, it doesn't matter. Wherever she's at, it's always love. So for all the hate, that they come with online, I just don't see that translate in real life. And I'm not saying that Drip doesn't get hate mail and they don't slide in her DM and say weird dumb shit and it's not shit that she has to clap back at on social media. But for overall, and for those of y'all that have seen her really in real life, tell me how much hate does she really get? I think it's more of a narrative that there are people and there are agendas where it's better if people think that Dawn is the most hated coach in the world. I think I think it works better for some people's agendas if that's the fucking narrative that they put out on her. But we've seen Drip get into PJ and go from Colombia to New York to Italy, but never love all over the world. So I don't know. Pushing back on agendas. Coach Schmesko doesn't play Medina more, especially in Celebrity, where Angel needed help rebounding against an extremely big front line. Instead, they go, who is that they're going down there? Is that Nas? Who is that that's down there? Tina needed to be more aggressive with her shots, like Tina in preseason, and the first 2 games in the season is different than the ones we were seeing in these last games. Yeah, but I don't think that's Tahina trying to be something that she's not. The other thing is that we don't know what they asked Tahina to go out there and do. In the preseason, they want to see something different than what they're trying to do in the regular season. So, I would like to see Tahina on the floor more. I would like to understand what it is that they're actually asking of Tahina to be able to make an assessment of if she's doing what, if she's effectively impacting the team. But just also like, Atlanta, who are you? Atlanta, who are you? Like, Tahina's the least of Atlanta's problems right now, to me. I've never known her to get booed anywhere else. Yeah, at least a few. You know what I'm saying? Powell's a great point guard. And the problem, I think Atlanta's still trying to figure out their identity. I agree. Powell, but she be making some dumb mistakes when she's not on the floor. With Angel or Ryan or Alicia, her passes and decisions making is just not there. She's been clutch stuff. So here's the thing that I would say back to you, college b-ball fan. Is it more likely that Powell just all of a sudden turns into some dumbass when Angel, Ryan, and Alicia aren't on the floor, or that the caliber of players that she's on the floor with when she's not Angel, Ryan, or Alicia, or Alicia aren't able to carry out or execute what it is that they're supposed to be doing, right? Like I would be hard pressed to think that she just turned into some kind of fucking dummy when Angel, Ryan, or Alicia leave the floor, especially not with what her fucking resume is right now. I think that's a lazy take. Kind of like Kate Cobalt not being able to catch Hannah Hidalgo's passes. Hannah didn't turn into a fucking bad passer. Kate couldn't catch. You understand what I'm saying? I'm hard pressed to, like, at some point, when they go off the floor, she turned into some fucking dumbass. I don't know. I feel like that's a lazy take, but okay. I love Dawn Staley enough for 3 people. I love Dawn Staley enough for thousands of people. You can see that? Okay, I appreciate that. But yeah, I just all of a sudden she goes, duh, they left. I don't know what the fuck to do. God, she's a fucking champion. I don't think so. But, appreciate the engagement. Let me see what else I got for y'all. I like rotations to make starters with the bench more. Yeah, the other thing though too is like Rashid. Is that Rashid down there? No, that's Carl. Carl Smesco. You saw what who was that? India and Medina can be on your team. You didn't know what they could be until they had that breakout game. But you have not put them in a position to be that again for your team. If you don't trust them now, you're not going to trust them later. Let them play. Let them play. Let them play. We still got to hold Powell accountable. Can't just be everyone else. I hold everybody accountable. But you didn't give me anything to hold her accountable about. You came with a lazy take that says she turned into a dummy when certain players leave the floor. I disagree with that. So yeah, there's that. I could be wrong, but I see the Sparks getting better and going on the run. I see the Atlanta Dream plateauing if they don't get their shit together. Uh, no, I don't think. I don't see the Sparks getting better and going on a run unless they lean into their bench. And it doesn't seem they're gonna do that. Well, I like Papa. I love how she can get the bigs and get the bigs the ball in the paint. Also, I love when her three ball is dropping. Yeah, yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. What I don't understand, and I like Nas why she's playing 35 plus minutes every night. Because Bree is out, right? That's why. Bree Jones is back. Nas isn't playing those minutes. And I don't know if that means Nas on the floor with Medina automatically starts working. I still think that you want Angel and Medina on the floor together. I think they're building a natural chemistry together. Um, that can be a foundational piece of what Atlanta wants to do. But before I get to Tahina and Medina, before I get to the Enas of this team, I'm still talking about Ryan and Alicia. The Atlanta Dream first have to agree that this is Alicia Gray's team. Ryan Howard has to agree that she hasn't been consistent enough on the offensive and the defensive end of this floor to be to have the impact that she's supposed to have for this team. So before I get to them, there's some other people that I'm looking at on this team that ain't doing their job. I'm looking at Tahina like, okay, you look like a second year WNBA player. Keep growing, keep stacking games, keep stacking development. Medina, you look like you've been here 15 minutes. Keep stacking games, keep stacking development. But Ryan, Alicia, Jordan, the rest of y'all, fuck going on with y'all? Nick, what do I think about Dwayne's picking up shit sudden? It concerns me because it makes me wonder how quickly is Odyssey in back? But it's like, damn, man, y'all ended up with Shug Sutton, and I like Shug, but I think Ty Harris would have did you better. And I know Ty wanted to go home. But I think it's better if Ty is there. Ryan shoots way too many threes. She's a 6'2" talented guard. I don't understand it. At least Alicia attacks the basketball. It doesn't always settle. But here's the thing though. At 6'2", with Ryan's length, her versatility, and her strength and her speed, Ryan can get to the damn basket. She chooses not to. And I'm not the biggest Ryan. I'm not a Ryan Howard fan at all. But I believe that earlier in her career she got to the basket a little more than she does now. Like she settles for the three now. What's with the foul bashing? You know, there's other players on the team. Yeah, legacy. I don't know. The energy came from left field for me. I don't know why Powell caught some strays. All them motherfuckers over there making big bucks, and we talking about Tahina trying to be something she ain't. It threw me too, but I just talked to it. Jeremy, what's up, fam? I don't know why Powell started catching strays. New user, what's happening? What other games we got tonight? Portland, Minnesota. How do you expect that game to go? Portland, Minnesota, and then Sparks, Golden State. For y'all that got the Sparks in the playoffs, do y'all got the Sparks beating Golden State tonight? Let me know. 106 in the chat, y'all. Hit the like, hit the share. They both right there. Somebody hit that Cash App. Buy me a Coca-Cola today, please. Seems like the Sparks turning it around. I don't know why she doesn't play her bench for her, Gamecocks included. What make y'all think? What am I missing? They got y'all feeling like the Sparks is turning it around. What am I missing, y'all? What am I missing? Talk to me. What am I missing? Like, here's the thing about the Sparks. They beat Toronto, they beat Phoenix, they beat Vegas, they beat Washington, they beat Portland, Seattle, Phoenix. But they lost to Dallas, Las Vegas, Connecticut, Toronto, Indiana, Las Vegas. Yeah, I don't believe it. What y'all see? I don't see the turnaround. And like the turnaround is that they in the last 3 games they beat Portland, Seattle, Phoenix, and y'all like, oh, they headed somewhere to where? Where does that get them? Portland, Seattle, Phoenix. And it took them to overtime to beat Phoenix. It looked like Kelsey Plum is back. She's back to being the offense. And they're back going as Kelsey Plum takes them. And Kelsey Plum learned last year that she's not enough to get them to any significant place in the playoffs. I got the Lynx getting dubbed. We should not sleep on the fire. Okay. I think she is a very interesting pickup. I actually think it'll be a good fit for Dallas. I love Tahina. She has become one of my favorite players in the dream. Suge is an interesting pickup. And I think, I agree, she'll be a good fit, but I don't think that you have to get Suge if you'd have kept Ty Harris. But I am concerned about Odyssey. Okay. She one of your favorite players? Okay. Stephanie, what's happening? But y'all tell me about the Los Angeles Sparks that y'all got as a top 4 team in this league. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. My bad, folks. I'm back. I was just trying to get you a read on Tina for someone who has been watching her a long time. All good, Ashley. The Sparks, I don't see either. Kelsey to continue being their engine offensively in order for the Sparks to have a chance, but it would not be enough. No, I don't. They don't have enough. That's why I don't understand why they're not playing their young people. What y'all think about Cam's season so far? Jeremy, hit me up. Let me know if you got availability for a show this week. I'm sorry we didn't get one last week, but with my appointments and shit, I couldn't pull it off. Well, do you have anything else I need to talk to y'all about today before I get ready for now? What? Yeah, Atlanta, who are you? Yeah, let's figure it out. Is that it? Asia on the MVP tear right now. Las Vegas winning the chip. Kahleah Copper. Kelsey with a duel. Indiana having a fight with Connecticut. That didn't make any sense. Do y'all think are the Liberty a loaded team or y'all ain't sold yet? Let me know. Why do I think coach plays chance overlap? If I remember correctly, Chance Gray is a 3-point shooter from Ohio State, and so it's probably the 3 indeed. And I think Chance is a little bigger than Latson. I think those are the only things that I can think of. Our building chemistry, I see more trust and connectiveness between players on the floor. I see clear roles being defined. I would say the game against Valkyries would be a big test. I don't see enough of their bench. I don't see enough trust or connectiveness with their bench. But actually, I can tell from today's conversation that we don't be seeing it the same on the floor. So I hope you're right. I don't see it though. I see an old team that's going to get older as the season gets longer. That's not effectively implementing their young talent. That's what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? Like it's not they're not effectively implementing their young talent. So I think as the season goes on, as their players that are a little longer in the tooth than others that are playing all of these minutes that they're playing right now, I don't think that that's sustainable. I don't think that it's and I don't think it puts them in a position to be able to be competitive against some of the teams that they'll have to go through to fucking try to win something. Teach me dancer, what's up? You talking about Izzy and Angel? And remember, I had the Sparks in the playoffs. I was one of the only people that said, "Yo, the Sparks, I got them in the playoffs." But yeah, no, I don't see it right now. Man, shout out to the New York Knicks because I don't think that I came up and said that out loud for the blue and orange guys. Shout out Jalen fucking Brunson Jalen Brunson. Way to go get it done, young man. Way to go get it done, young man. Way to go get it done. I hate that y'all didn't win it at the crib. You been laughing at the backlash all day? Whew. That's just crazy. Fam, please tap in with the Black and Missing Foundation Inc. Too many missing persons of color do not get the attention they deserve. This organization is doing the work to help change that. blackandmissinginc.com. Go there, check it out, learn more, share missing stories, submit tips, support the mission. Hashtag help us find us, please. I can agree with that, but Raven has been put in situations where she has to take threes. I'm just finding it hard for the draft to still not play for a couple of minutes. It was clear that she wasn't going to play when Kelsey got hurt and she didn't go in. Raven, I don't understand your point about Raven being put in situations where she has to take threes. Every point guard is put in a situation where they have to take threes. But Chance Gray is a 3-point shooter. So if I'm going to put somebody in a situation to have to shoot threes, I'm going to put my best 3-point shooter in the game. Like, remind me, did Chance Gray have like a 7 or 8 3 game at Ohio State? Y'all, remind me. What kind of 3-ball Chance Gray shot at Ohio State? Yeah, Chance had 9. She had 9 threes in the game. She had 9 threes in the game. Chance is a 3-point shooter. So I'm not, that. So if I'm putting a 3-point shooter on the floor, and I'm looking at Chance and Tanaya, Chance is going to be the one that takes the floor. Which you said, especially with teams afraid to play their bench youth, it will be unfeasible in the long run. Got you. Ray Burrell, Cam Brink. What about him? Sparks had a similar issue as a dream as far as not utilizing the bench enough. As the season goes on, playing the starters too much minutes is going to lead to burnout. That's not adjusted. Somebody might come get Cam Brink. After y'all said all Cam could do was sit on the bench, somebody might come get Cam. I doubt the coach will allow tonight last to touch the floor. Seems like she's one of those coaches who doesn't let rookies play. Sarah Ashley Barker played last year as a rookie. Fagan played as a rookie. I think that Tanaya is in a situation where, as the commission talked about earlier, they're kind of win now, which doesn't really lend itself to developing young talent. And then with the guards that she has stacking in front of her, it's kind of hard for Tanaya to get on the floor. So I hope that she's still being allowed to develop off the floor, and stacking days and skills off the floor, and that she'll be able to turn that into Australia League, AU, somewhere else to build to get somewhere else next season. It just doesn't look like LA is going to work out for her. All good. Yeah, Chance lighted the fuck up. That's what I thought. Yeah, Tanaya's never been a shooter. And Chance isn't on the floor because she's a scorer, which is what Tanaya is. Tanaya's a natural scorer. She'll get downhill. She can knock a 3-ball down. I don't want to take that away from her, right? Tanaya can knock the 3-ball down. She's improved on that. But Tanaya's gonna get downhill, put the pressure on you, get to the cup and score the ball. Get the M1. They're not asking Chance Gray to do that when she's on the floor. To me, she's out there to knock down the 3-ball and defend. She's not that much bigger than Tanaya either. Maybe an inch at the most. So that makes sense. I'm not familiar with Chance game. I'll go back and watch. Oh yeah, no, this is weird to talk about. But like Chance Gray is a shooter. Shooter. To me, Cam Brink and Ray Burrell are X factors. You think Latson could be if they let her play? Sanaya could be too if they let her play. It's a lot of it's a few players on our team that could be if they let them play. But if I'm in win now and I can't risk losing games because you're developing for later in your career. So the more seasoned veterans on our team seem like they're getting to play. And it's unfortunate because they're not going to have anybody to back them up as the season plays out. You know, that's a great win. It's a great win for them against Phoenix, but it took 36 minutes from NECA, 28 from Hamby, 29 from Wheeler, 37 from Plum, 31 from Atkins. Can they average those minutes all season and be in the playoffs? Maybe. Compete for a championship? I doubt it. Especially when you think about the benches that they got to play against. They bench can't do shit with New York's bench. They can't do shit with the Aces bench. They probably won't be able to do shit with Minnesota's bench as they get healthy. Atlanta's bench is going to get deeper, though. We'll see if he uses it. And I've always said that Ray Burrell was a blue piece there. Something's happening. Jordan made it to campus. Hey, Jordan. Birdie's starting to land. All right. Bold predictions for Allie. Tina Roy got a coaching job in Columbia. All right, let's go. We'll have some fun on Game Cracker tomorrow. What else y'all got before I get ready to get out of here? Based on the players they got being and win now, but I don't see them getting part of the playoffs or even the finals with this coach. And that could very well be a problem. Or the problem could very well be that the coach has half a team of players that she would want and half a team of players that she wouldn't want, and so they're still cycling out the players that she doesn't really want on the roster to get a full roster of what she wants it to look like. Jeremy, I just was talking about that. It worked for Suge, but I don't think it worked for Suge. It worked for Dallas. It makes me concerned about Odyssey. But you don't have to get a Suge Sutton if you kept Ty Harris. I feel you feel horrible for Phoenix, especially AT. The solution is that Karma's a bitch. One, but besides all of that, Phoenix unfortunately should have never picked AT. And I'm not saying that Alyssa Thomas and Dewana Bonner aren't good around pieces, but AT is not at a point in her career where you can build around her and make her the focal point for you going to get the chip. And unfortunately, it just feels like that's what they've done. It's not Kahleah Copper, it's Alyssa Thomas. And as I've said, and I'm a Alyssa Thomas fan. Like I wanted DB and AT in Las Vegas last year, and I desperately want AT to leave with a ring. But more and more, it looks like that she finished in the Asia era. She'll leave without one. Um, Phoenix didn't do enough to replace Satu Sabali. I don't know if they didn't respect or understand what Satu brings to the team, so that they didn't replace her size, her productivity, any of that. Uh, Sammy Whitcomb being out early hurts. No, Westbell really hurts because she wasn't. Westbell wasn't just offense off the bench. She was also defense. She was a tough defense off the bench. Like Westbell was gonna come out there and try to really stop somebody, bang with somebody, make a difference on the defensive end. You saw it a few times last season. They're not overcoming that, and at the end of the day, um, and about 6 minutes left in the fourth, AT turns into a different player because of her shoulders. And I hate that that's the assessment, but that's my assessment. 6 minutes left in the fourth. Uh, Unless she's get it downhill and land it up off the glass, that push shot is less consistent, and she is more likely to miss free throws at the end of the game than she is at the beginning of the game. And I that is it's it's not a like she doesn't want to. It's not any. It is just a combination of shit. Legs go as the game goes on, but to have both your labrums torn, that factors into. Bugs, what's up? Talking hoops. What's on your man? I talked Aces. I talked Olivia Miles. I talked Sparks. Talked today's games. Talked some of yesterday's games. Talked some Gamecock stuff. I'm just up here catching up. I got Now What coming up here in about an hour and a half. So hanging out, tune in. The Bulls are hiring Thiago Splitter. Really? Hmm. Oh, shoot. Now what on your birthday? Let's get it, new user. Happy birthday to you, fam. Happy birthday to you, fam. Y'all put some birthday love in the chat for new user. Happy birthday, fam. Appreciate you pulling up and rocking out with me on your B-Day. Now, if we find Coach Coleman, we're gonna get you a B-Day song. But Coach Coleman is missing. You know what the hell going on? We gotta find Coach. And on your birthday, HD is gonna give his 5 most Pillsbury-ish moments of the dub so far this season. I'm so looking forward to that. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know who on the list either. Jeremy, what y'all doing? Portland, Minnesota. What's happening? Y'all got it's a bounce back game? What y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Y'all licking y'all wounds? You gonna lock up? Y'all gonna Portland gonna come in? Y'all gonna take care of business? What's happening? Hey, okay. I talked Kelsey. I didn't talk Gigi. Y'all know I've always wanted Gigi to be a Gamecock. I love the growth that I saw from Gigi Banks from the last time I saw her overtime select to what I saw at USA basketball. Keep stacking days, kid. I'm excited. Fucking excited. Come on to South Carolina. Where's my girl? Where's Stella? Where's Stella? Have y'all seen my girl Stella? Where's she at? Who else did I like last night? Bella Hines is a worker. I like Bella. Bella kept working. What else did I see out there? Another 6'7", another 6'7" high schooler coming. I'm excited about that. What's the young lady's name? Was it Palmer? Forbes. Yeah, 6'7". Can't wait. Big Draco, what's the word? What are you doing? What are you got time to hit the link and come up? I need to talk to you. What are you doing? Absolutely, fam. It's been a bounce back game. Lynx and Fire will be a good one. Defensive rebounds need to step up. Fire dangerous. If we sleep on them, I expect to win today. Okay. Draco, come on, man. I knew you was gonna do that. No, Draco, no. And I'm gonna tell you why. That's going against the big guards that we want. I love Special K. Love what she do offensively. Draco. Yeah, let me drop the link. Let me see if you can come up. We're gonna talk some hoops. We ain't talked in a minute. Y'all don't mind the Draco come up to y'all. We had Jeremy up last week. I've been trying to catch up with Draco. Hit that link, see if you can pop up. Let me see. Let me get this. Somebody else that I liked on the team. We got our UAT team is really talented, though. I will say that. Hey, Halen Ayers. Was that her name? Ayers? I liked Ayers. I liked her energy. Ryan Carter. Now Sydney is Sydney Savory. They wasn't speaking our language. She a local kid. I gotta go check her out. Palmer. I heard that Jackson name a few times last night. Like, hey, we had an all right roster. If the Liberty and the Aces, I'm switching back to the dub now, y'all. If the Lib and the Aces, if Draco come up, we'll go back to college hoops. But if the Liberty and the Aces meet for the Commissioner's Cup, do you also have the meeting for the WNBA Finals? The Lynx will be good. I think they got caught off guard by the offense that the Aces came up with. I've seen Chelsea go off and unraveled many times. I did not push your going off like she did. Oh shit! Hey Ashley, real question, fam. Real question. How long have you been watching women's hoops, both pro and college? And then who are your teams? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Because you said you saw Chelsea go off in unrivaled many times. Okay. I want to talk to you about Chelsea. I want to know. Let me know. Yeah. Yes, or the Aces versus the Lynx. Okay. I hope the league is taking notes for who should be getting these national games. The Aces versus Lynx was the best game yet. I just see some bad games. I don't even know if that was the best game I've seen this year. But Ashley, did you hear my question? How long you been watching women's hoops and who's your teams, pro and college? I, you say you saw her go off a couple times. I'm sorry, let me get it just right. I want to make sure I get that right. I've seen Chelsea go off and unrivaled many times. Oh, okay, you're gonna have to get on the computer. Yeah, get on the computer so we can have you up. Me and you got to talk. But still, when I finish this, I'm gonna try to catch your ass in that in the villa because I gotta catch up with you for real. Um, but let's talk Chelsea. I'm go off and unravel many times. Okay, here's the thing. You know that Chelsea is a four-time champ. Four-time champ. Four-time champ. Unrivaled champ. And she got gold medals and stuff too, but we don't worry about that too much. We started the game a little shaky. Turnover shot selection was not the best in the first half. Rebounding. Glad we fought to the end. And Miles gave us a chance. Great game though. Got the team champ. So Jeremy, and you hit the link and come up and talk if you want to too. Down at the end. Were you really at the edge of your seat? Like we got a chance. We might pull this out. You glad the Lynx got humbled? Not never meet your heroes, Rook. You played it enough, you will. I don't know. Maybe we lost Ashley. But I was going to talk about Chelsea Gray. But I'm going to talk about it anyway right now. Why not? Four-time WNBA champ, WNBA Finals MVP, six-time WNBA All-Star, All WNBA First Team, two-time All WNBA Second Team, Commissioner's Cup champ, Commissioner's Cup MVP, WNBA Skills Challenge champion, unrivaled Finals MVP, unrivaled MVP, unrivaled First Team, All Unrivaled Team, Turkish Women's Basketball Cup champ, WBCA Coaches All-American, Second Team All-American, ACC Player of the Year, ACC All Defensive Team, two-time First Team All ACC, ACC All Freshman Team, McDonald's All American. That's a California Miss Basketball. I'm sorry that you only saw her go off a few times in Unrivaled or several times in Unrivaled. That is the point guy. The point guy. She that. She her. She what Olivia wanna be. Ask Olivia, she'll tell you. She what Raven wanna be. You hear me? The Aces haven't even hit second gear yet, which is the scary part. In my opinion, Liberty versus Aces finals is a foregone conclusion unless something wild happens. Talk to me about your Atlanta Dream, though. What's going on there? What do you think is wrong there? The Aces haven't hit second gear, and Asia has not come out of neutral. Asia ain't even put it in first yet. I was looking last night. Asia ain't even put this. Saturday night. She ain't put this thing in first gear yet. Maybe you go to first gear tonight. She seemed like she was, it seemed like she stepped on the clutch. Like she was finna shift the gear, like he stepped on the clutch and going in the first at the end of the last game when she finished that thing off, that defense and that offense. But yeah, Asia, she just been warming up. Draco. Okay, here we go. Oh, my nose, new fans don't hold it against me. I fell in love with Chelsea and I arrived with the 2024 class. No. We don't hold it against you. We don't hold it against you. This is a community here, and this is why we ask. So that when we give back information, okay, I know. Okay, listen. Okay, you working with just 2024, but you have no idea who Chelsea was in 2011, right? Want to be able to say that? You know what I'm saying? Want to be able to say that to you? That's all. You don't know who she was when she got drafted in 2014, right? That's all. So, do you have teams? Let us know. Let us know. No. We're not gonna hold it against you. That's what's so scary. Asia hasn't gotten on Demon Time yet, and they are still the number one team. Guess what, though, Ty? This is the first year that Asia won't even have to get on Demon Time. Everything stays as it is, and we stay healthy. Asia don't even have to get on Demon Time till second round of the playoffs. The league don't know it. Asia that ain't had to be on Demon Time. Like that. Asia just coming in rested. Thank you, Draco. This is what I've been wanting to talk to you about. You see it, I see it. We're in agreement about it. Ryan ain't it. She's not the number 2 option. She's definitely not the number 1 option. Do you think that the addition of Medina and Angel really made it where it's impossible for her to be the second option? Because with 6'6" and Angel on the floor, you should be looking to do something different. Or am I tripping? Talk to me. Watch the Aces all last year. Unrivaled. Chelsea's very different. The regular season Chelsea. Oh, gosh. Actually, you got to go back and watch like Duke Chelsea. Go back and watch Los Angeles Sparks Chelsea. Whew. Before she got traded. Go back and watch Connecticut Sun Chelsea. So you can see the progression. But point guard, the best point guard in the game, unrivaled, WNBA, college, AAU, whatever. It's Chelsea. 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 And then y'all can start talking about some other shit. So top 5, Chelsea Gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if I'm tripping, tell me. I'm not giving her excuse. She's so talented. She needs to be traded so reality can hit that nothing is promised because right now she's too comfortable in coasting. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. See, we on the same page. We on the same page. For you, where would you trade her to? Where would you trade Ryan Howard to? Because I sent her as to Phoenix. I sent her to Phoenix. I think that she can help with the Satu productivity. I sent her to Phoenix. The Aces is the only dynasty right now in the dub, and it's the Asia era. Who do you think would have the next era or dynasty? No idea. No idea. I think that these teams will be restructured before we see another dynasty. I think We finna see a lot of parity and a lot of a lot of competitiveness and a lot of fight come to the league in the next 4 classes. And it's gonna be hard to be a fucking dynasty in the WNBA. It's already the hardest league in all pro leagues to make. It's the hardest league in all pro leagues to make. And as Asia so eloquently put it, was it last year or the year before? That shit is hard. It's hard to win in this league. And it's definitely hard to fucking sustain wins in this league. That's why I'm so impressed with the way Asia and the Las Vegas Aces do it. It's fucking hard. We getting long in the tooth. The Aces, we got to get young. We got to get younger. We got to try to pull off what Steve Kerr and the Dubs couldn't pull off, and that's stay relevant while also getting younger. And that is a delicate fucking dance. We're gonna see if Becky can do it. We're gonna see if Becky can do it. But next dynasty, I don't see one. But it's like you said, it's the Asia era, and there'll be a lot of great players. It's gonna be just like Michael Jordan. I could have got a chip, but I played when Asia played. But Asia, fucking Asia. Thought we got a chance when McBride hit the 3 with 2 minutes left, down by 2. She just had to get some stops. Miles gave us a chance to end up by 1. Aces close to win it. And I think that's been the theme. That's been our theme this season, and I don't necessarily like it, but I like that we're proving it to ourselves early. Now, I want to see us get to a point where we're not having to close at the end of the game because we've done what the fuck we're supposed to do and locked in and play defense for 40 fucking minutes. But we have proven that when it's time to close, we got to play for that. We got to play for that. Like, hey, A gets beat. I don't know how many times old Miles take A to the hoop? 2, 3 times, 4 times. A gets beat 2, 3, 4 times. Yeah, maybe 4. I don't know. But no fear at the end of the game for Asia to make that block. It's a deport. Sometimes we get caught playing with our food. I don't want to, and the reason I don't want to take anything away from Minnesota and the way that they played. Because they did everything that they could do. But when I say Asia's different, she's different. When we say Asia's mother, I don't know if it's because you like, mother, man, we kill him. But that's a bad motherfucker. I don't know why you say mother. For me, it's probably a little bit of both. But I haven't seen anybody do it the way that she does it consistently for the time that she's done it. And for her not to even be 30 yet. Woo! The Asia era is here. Like, think about how Minnesota was winning. Minnesota was the shit till Asia got here. Shirley ain't won shit since Asia got out of college. You hear me? Asia came in the league and just shut Cheryl Reeves down. Marty, what up? Chelsea is the most clutch player in the league. Woo. Hey man, I ain't seen my veterans in a minute, man. Send a love to my veterans. Hoping all is well. Chelsea has always been the most clutch player. Unfortunately for many, it's the Asia era. Oh, Ashley, you still don't know? You still don't know who's the better team between Minnesota and Las Vegas? Keep watching. Showstopper, what's happening, fam? Phoenix or Chicago? Jeez. She can help Chicago, but Chicago would have to get rid of Natasha Cloud. And while she could help Chicago for where Chicago is, I don't know if it would be worth them bringing in a Ryan Howard with a healthier Rakia, unless guy got a different plan set to come back next year. If I'm Chicago, I would just let Sydney Taylor cook. the Suns should be your team, but you giving up on them. It's okay. They've given up on themselves. Ashley, we understand. Don't even worry about it. We understand. They're they. If you ain't never worked at I worked at what they call a seasonal store for like the Christmas season. So after the Christmas season was over and you still had a week or 2 or 4 weeks, whatever was left to work, listen, you working on your resume, you taking interviews at other stores in the mall. You don't care about coming on time so much no more. That's how they is. You know what I'm saying? They in there, they might come to the facility or not. That's just how I feel in Connecticut. And I actually hate that for that region. But I did hear that they said that Kathy said Connecticut may be in line for another team here soon in that region. So I don't know. Let me know. Champs are the best. Lynx, we still have to prove it. Yeah, Ashley, I don't even know if I think the Lynx are better than the New York Liberty. This guy needs to go back to play defense that they did a month ago. That will fix their issues. They don't know how they was playing that defense. They don't know how to play that defense without Kia, who people said didn't play defense, which is mind-boggling. But okay. The Aces have to find the balance of getting younger, but we also need the younger generation to have heart and step up, fill those spots when the best leave for the next couple of Olympics. Could be interesting. Tie. Around here, words matter. Okay. Let me say this. The younger generation to have heart and step up. I would say do I start with the Aaliyah Boston draft class on up? The heart, the I ain't waiting, the it's my time right now motherfucker attitude that these young people are hitting this league with is at an all-time high. All-time high. There's no part of me that questions the toughness, the heart. I was just saying, I'm proud of this fucking draft class, and I wouldn't even draft them all for Jaquez Betts. I wasn't drafting them. They came in this motherfucker showed heart. They came in here and showed toughness. Kiki came in here body slamming people. Angel got clothesline and got back up and told AT, thank you. Thank you. It made me tougher. This is how we play. And then went on the clothesline the next one. You know what I'm saying? On some pay it forward type shit. I don't question the heart, the toughness, this younger generation heart. Oh no. Raven came in and said, do what? They here to play right now. Olivia Miles is like, who? Let's play. Sonya Citron. Let's who? Now, what I will question is the ability to take the bias and the popularity contest out of building the best USA roster that we can build to go play in these Olympics. But if y'all leave it up to popularity contest and these fucking biases and these fucking bullshit narratives that they want to pull, yeah, the Olympics could be real scary the next few years. But if we step up and put together the very best team that we can put together, we shouldn't have no fucking problem. Following my favorite players from Root for Dream, Aces, Wings, Mystics, Lynx, in that order. Got you. Praying the Mercury figure things out because I love AT and Kai so much. I love them too. Yeah, I was about to say, I think people compare losing with having heart too much. Yeah, just because I lost don't mean I ain't had no heart. I didn't have no heart. Hey, somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. Michael Jordan didn't win them all. Did it mean he didn't have no heart? Asia don't win them all. Do it mean that she don't have no heart? I ain't gonna say nothing about they ain't got no heart. Michaela Williams, you think she ain't got no heart? Joyce Edwards ain't got no heart. Sarah Strong, no heart. Talk to me. Hannah Hidalgo, no heart. Juju Watkins, no heart. Talk to me. And I'm talking about the ones that are going to stick. I'm talking about the ones that's going to stick. I'm not talking about the ones that's going to flame out. Hey, did y'all see right on time what I said about Dallas? JJ Quinterly. Wait, I told y'all they was going to do something about them guards. Told y'all. Yeah, it ain't hard. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. Make sure that they had an international experience to be able to deal with that physicality. I love what our USA team's been doing. Yeah, heart. I ain't worried about the heart. Ashlyn Watkins, Chloe Kitts, Tessa Johnson, heart. Malaysia Fuwali, heart. No, we ain't worried about heart. I've been seeing some disrespect on Maddie McDaniel's name again. But I'll wait till tomorrow. I'll wait till tomorrow's game cocking to remind everybody why she is and will be PG1. What else I got? Do I have anything else? That's about all I had. Okay, that's true. What I mean by heart is that it isn't a clear-cut player that could dominate the league like Asia. I would say it's a few of them, but I'm not sure if they would put them on USA. Okay, let me say this. First of all, if Asia is still playing pro basketball in 2028, Asia's on that Olympic squad. Okay, say that. If Asia is still playing basketball professionally in 2032, she's on that Olympic squad. I see the people that they've invited, the Angel Reeses, the Rakia Jacksons, the Aaliyah Bostons, the Paige Beckers, the Juju Watkins, Stewie, as long as Stewie is still playing pro ball, she's on that team. Nafisa, as long as she's still playing, she's on that team. You're probably gonna see bigs like Cam Brink move in where BG was at. Or Lauren Betts. So we'll see some changeover. We're gonna be a different type of US team. Interesting coaching staff too on that UA team. And my girl Sherman over there from Cal Berkeley. I did not realize that she was coaching on that team. JJ played so well last season with Paige and Zaza James. Yeah, but AZ is there now, and Enrique. Oh, people just still questioning if Maddie is the shit out of keys. They don't know. Maddie been still in the car on the weekends. They don't know. Raven handed the keys over now. People just got to get ready for a new era. That's all. 114 in the chat, y'all. Hit the like and the share. They both right there for me. me see. And if y'all ain't got nothing else, man, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here until now. What? The sound off at 2:00. I will say this: if it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Do not miss the next pull up. I did. Hold on. Check. Okay, I'm about to pull. I'm pulling there. When do you think we'll find out who's on the World Cup team? Oh, shortly here. I think shortly for sure. Hit the subscribe button, y'all. Continue to show y'all support. Appreciate the support, y'all. I gotta say thank y'all too for the GoFundMe the GoFundMe donations help us get Cess Talk Sports to the next level. Man, we appreciate the support. Maddie just want to show him better than she can tell him. Thank you. Ain't she? It's crazy too. I gotta say, I forgot. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I can't leave here without doing this. I appreciate the donation on the GoFundMe, fam. Thank you so much. We appreciate the support. It all goes back into the platform. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. What else y'all got talking about in here? I'm finna go into Villa. Maybe we showed them. They said the same thing about Raven. The game tonight is at 8:00. Pull up. I'm hanging out with Splash Squad. Hanging out with Splash Squad for the for that game. How did you miss the GoFundMe? Oh, I don't know, Miracle Rider. I got a post and then it's a QR code. And hold on, I will share the link. 1 second. I will do that. I have been sharing it. I thought. Let's see. And that is the GoFundMe link. I just put that in the chat. I gotta make sure I be forgetting to drop that stuff too. I thought I had that up there pinned, but I will make sure I pin that. So yeah, I mean, we appreciate the way however you help, like, share. They both right there. Subscribe, VIP, Cash App. GoFundMe though is specifically to help support independent sports media. So that's better tools, it's better stories, it's bigger impact. Getting back on camera, getting on location, getting in the community. Got an interview coming up this week. I'm working on some other interviews I'm hoping to hear back from. So just trying to take Cess Talk Sports to the next platform. So we appreciate all the ways y'all support. I am gonna get out of here. I'm back at 2:00 with nephew for Now What, the sound off. Y'all pull up until next time. Y'all know what it is. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. Check ball. We up. Cess Talk Sports.